that slice to third man. Awkward looking shot attempted there, and he quite didn't know the bounds. This was cleaned up by Hassan Mahmoud. Wonderful, that Yorker. Once again an attempt to go over the top, didn't quite work out, and he holed out into the deep. The second 20 international in Mirpur, Mehdi Hassan Miraj was really on song. He tempted the batters, they tried to go for the big ones, more often than not holding out, and the wickets kept tumbling. England just couldn't find a way to take that out. What a spectacular catch that was by Najmul Hossain Shanto, and in the end a little bit of a fun game, couple of run-outs to finish off the innings. They were trying to get as many runs as possible, and once again you're going to see that alertness by keeper Liton Dash and getting England all out. Bangladesh came in with a sense of purpose, just going for a low total, and in the end they did very well. There's few stutters, but Najmul Hossain Shanto was absolutely top class with his approach. Really charged after the bowlers, and he looked very, very confident, and that's how they got to the win in that second T20 international. 117 is all that England could muster, and eventually Bangladesh winning comfortably by 4 wickets. Well, they are really looking forward to this. Couldn't have imagined a couple of days back that they'd be in a position where they would be dictating terms. 33 degrees at the moment. It's a bit overcast here and a bit muggy. Right, H.D. Ackerman was downstairs a short while earlier, and these are his impressions on the pitch.
Please excuse the sweat on my shirt. It's very, very warm out here, but let me assure you that's the least of the players' concerns. Their concern here is the surface. It's exactly the same pitch that what they played on in the second T20 international. And we're going to just focus on 3 dismissals. The first one being Tawid Ridoy, the second one being Chris Jordan, and the last one being Phil Salt. Now, ordinarily, people would just say, well, those are poor strokes. But the surface contributed massively to those dismissals. Shakib Al Hasan bowling in Chattogram got the ball to skip on. Here in Mirpur, the ball holds in the surface, indicated by the blue line. There is such a significant difference by when the ball gets to the batter here in Mirpur compared to when the ball got to the batter in Chattogram. Batters are intelligent creatures. They make decisions in a split second. Literally a couple of inches after the ball leaves a bowler's hand, they have decided where the ball is going to pitch, where the line is that the bowler's bowled the delivery, and what type of stroke that they're going to play and how they're going to miss those fielders that encircle them. So when there's indifferent pace that comes out of the surface, it jiggles the brain a little bit, and we saw that with Phil Salt. He just rocked back, wanted to hit that through extra cover, but the ball stopped in the surface and he presented an easy chance for Shakib. So the batters, surely they've got a chance. They've played in that second T20 international, so they'll understand what they're going to face here. If they can play back, knock the ball around, they've got a better opportunity. The key thing here to the team batting first, the key thing is don't aim too high. 180 is not required. If you go and get 140, 150 on this surface, you've got a real chance. So I don't think you should be scared about winning the toss and having a bat first.
We'll have a look at the percentage, a number of matches, 60 matches in all, T20 matches here, 29 with the team batting first, not too much in it, team batting second, got 31. The last 5, the team batting second, 1-4. All right, the all-important toss, short while earlier, Atar Ali Khan was with the 2 captains.
Right, it's the final T20 international between Bangladesh and England. The skipper from Bangladesh, Shakib Al Hasan, Josh Butler from England, and Yaman Rashid, the match referee. Shakib will toss the coin.
Heads.
Heads is called.
Head is the call. Finally, you won a toss, and now what is your decision?
We're going to bowl first.
Any particular reason for that?
No, not really. I think it gives us the best chance of winning the game.
Right. If you're bowling first, then you need your bowlers to fire up right up front, because 6 overs, the top 6 overs, important for you to start well.
Yeah, of course. It's always important. I think in the last game we were exceptional with the ball, defending a low total. Of course, this time it's the other way around, but we have some fantastic bowlers to call upon, and we'll try and start well.
Right. It's still a lot to play for. Would like to finish off nicely with the win in the bag. But what's the most important thing that England needs to do here to go and win this game?
Yeah, I think that individual responsibility to take the game on and be the player for your team. It's obviously a team game and we all want to contribute, but having that responsibility, if you get the chance that today's your day to take that on. And of course, having already lost the series, we're disappointed in that, but we'd like to finish strong and finish with a win.
Right, and your team news?
We're going with the same team.
All right, all the best.
Thank you.
Shakib, you would have batted first if you win the toss?
No, we would have bowled first, but having said that, it looks to me a better wicket. So, now the challenge for our team, hopefully we can put the runs on the board today.
Yeah, you speak about the challenges, important for the youngsters when you see they come up and put their hands up. So very pleasing for you and the team.
Yes, I mean, whoever is getting their opportunities, contributing for the team, that's what we want. It's just the start. Hopefully we can continue this momentum and, build a very good team.
Already series in the bag. Good time for you to test the bench strength.
We got two changes. Tanveer Islam making his debut. Shamim Paturi came back. But all these players are playing really well in domestic circuit. They have had a very good BPL. So we have full trust on them.
All right, you've done very well, and all the best for today's game as well.
Thank you.
Thanks. Right. England finally has won the toss, and they will bowl first.
That means Bangladesh are going to bat first. They made a couple of changes. Tanveer Islam making his debut. In comes Shamim Hussain. They replaced Nasim Ahmed and Afif Hussain. And there's a lot to look forward to, given opportunities to the youngsters. Well, to talk about the England team, I've got Andrew Leonard alongside. Good afternoon.
Yeah, very good afternoon, Shamim. And good afternoon, everyone. This is a world-class team. They're the world champions for a reason. And they'll be looking to avenge the 2 defeats so far and make it 2-1. Keep your eyes on the 18-year-old leg spinner in particular. 7 wickets in his test match debut against Pakistan. Just his second T20I today. 18 years of age from Leicestershire County Cricket Club, and he is a real talent alongside the world-class Adil Rashid.
Liton Kumar Dash has been a little out of touch in terms of getting runs under the belt, but he's had a very good 2022. So he'll be looking to redeem himself with a good innings in this game. And a man who's just made a comeback in the recent past. After 100 matches have been played by Bangladesh, almost after a gap of 7 years, Ronnie Talukdar got off to a good start in the previous game too. Sam Curran, just 24 years old, 42 wickets in his 39th match. And he'll be hoping that he can get early inroads, make early inroads into this Bangladesh innings. England winning the toss, a reminder, deciding to bowl first. All set up, they're ready to go. The crowd have started coming in. And all right, we're all set to go. Surprisingly, no slip in position. There's a short third, a backward point, cover and mid-off. There's a deep cover on the boundary. 2 boundary riders, deep cover and deep backward square leg. Here we go. Deviation down the leg side. That's going to be signalled a wide.
Well, you can't come much closer to bowling someone from the very first delivery of the game. This has literally shaved the leg stump, and that was the reaction from Jos Buttler, the England captain, behind the stumps. Take a look at this. It's done everything but bowl him around his legs. The arms are extended. A free run. Look at how close this is. Coat of paint away.
So harsh on the bowlers, but that's run off the bat. And Liton Kumar Dash is going to like it. Doesn't matter what kind of a format you're in. The first run you get off eases a lot of the nerves.
It really does. Take a look at the surface. Obviously been a lot of talk about this. Tend not to see incredibly high scoring T20 internationals here in Mirpur. About 144 the average first innings score, but in recent times it's less than that. But that contradicts what has been happening in the Bangladesh Premier League, where 160 was a regularity and the average score. Maybe we'll see a few more runs today.
Pitching it up, clipping it away. There's no protection in that part of the ground. And the first boundary of this game for Bangladesh.
We heard Shakib Al Hassan at the toss, didn't we? He's saying that it looks like a better wicket, even though it's the same pitch. He feels that a little bit more preparation has gone into it and there's more runs for his batters. It could be a good toss to lose. And Jos Buttler, who has spent so long trying to win a toss, now he has. He's going to rely upon that world-class bowling attack of his to try and restrict Bangladesh to a chaseable total.
Well, he waits on that and slaps it away. This time finds the fielder in the deep cover region, gets a single. 2 umpires officiating today. First from Bangladesh, we've got the standing umpires. It's Tanveer Ahmed, standing in his 16th T20 international. And he's partnered by the more experienced Shafudullah Ibn Shohid Choikot, standing in his 40th T20 international. Bangladesh off to a decent start here. That's a good ball. That's where you want the batter to be, cramped for space with the ball just shaping in ever so slightly.
Yeah, definite movement for the first time really there for Sam Curran, back in to the right-hander. But it was early movement, it wasn't late movement, so Das could adjust his stroke accordingly. Really is an outstanding bowling attack, this. You've got the variety of the left arm opener in Curran, then the extreme pace, great to see. Jofra Archer back into England colours alongside Chris Jordan and Chris Wokes, and then those 2 wrist spinners. Of course, Moeen Ali too, the off spin.
Keeps on shaping the balls back in, but as you said, it's pretty comfortable for the batter to have a look at that early movement and adjust accordingly. The third umpire today is Ghazi Sohail, just behind those glasses over there. And of course, just to his right is the match referee. Overseeing everything is Mr. Niamur Rashid Rahul. Waits on that one, thinks overrun. That is the first over done, 7 without loss. Shakib Al Hasan skippering the team, Shamim Hussain and Tanveer Islam, the 2 changes for this game. England really sticking to that combination. You can't say that, I think there's a dearth of cricketers available, a lot of injuries, concerns, and also a couple of players leaving, so they're a little pegged back, but still a very strong unit, the English team, the world champions. Chris Wokes, 34 years old, right arm fast medium, has taken 27 beg your pardon, wickets, and into his 30th match. Best of 3 for 4. Waits on that, nicely rolls the wrist. Soft enough with the stroke to amble the single.
Yeah, the wealth of options in white ball cricket in particular for England, it's almost bordering on the ludicrous. There's such talent, such depth and such quality. Today though, and throughout this series, their strength has really been in their bowling, and they're going to need to rely upon the experience here of Wokes alongside the X factor of Jofra Archer and Adil Rashid. You can see the fans, they are lapping up every second of the first ever series win over England. Come back, goodbye England, thanks for coming.
Well, Liton Kumar Das, that's had his name in Bangla written on that placard. They want him to get the runs early on. Oh, now that's cheeky, that's risky, but it's paid off. He's just trying to scoop it in the end. It didn't really get hold of it, but welcome runs, rather lucky runs.
The reason he's gone to this stroke, both third and fine leg up in the circle, he's looking to get it over his left shoulder to go over fine leg. Instead it comes off a leading edge and flies past Rehan Ahmed. There's enough pace on Wokes' delivery, in and around 130 kilometres an hour. It was an on-pace delivery, so it's going to run away to the boundary. And Jos Buttler just asking his bowler, does he want to put fine leg back? But for now, he's going to stay up in the circle, just deep backward square leg out on the leg side.
Normal times, you wouldn't see Liton Das attempting that kind of a shot so early on in the innings. He's been short of runs, as I mentioned earlier. Now it's just playing on his mind. He plays a premeditated shot, but this one is right under his eyes. The one prior to that was tad risky, to say the least. He didn't have his eyes on the ball in that previous one. His head was on the other side. The contact with the ball on the bat was not absolutely correct, but got away with it. Now, just done that so very well. Thinking of a second, good calling and good running.
Yeah, Das certainly has been short of runs, isn't he? For all the brilliance of Bangladesh on this England tour, it's been Das who's struggled. 2 ducks in the ODIs and then scores of 9, 12 and 7 between the 3 other innings he's played on this tour. He was in good form in the Bangladesh Premier League as well, so maybe a bit of a surprise today, an opportunity for him to bounce back to form. Sometimes at the top of the order, best way to get back into form, hit your way into form. Now fine leg goes back, 2 men in the deep on the leg side.
Kane not quite getting hold of it. Intention was to go a little bit straighter, gets the thick part of the bat and just trickles away straight to the fielder. Yes, he's not getting the timing right, but Ronnie Talukdar, on the other hand, has started off well. He has got this penchant for taking the attack to the bowlers, always in an aggressive frame of mind. And his performance in the Bangladesh Premier League has prompted the selectors to take him in. And last game he played a couple of games. It's been impressive. Hasn't really been able to carry the bat for a long period of time. This is the ideal opportunity. Smashes it over the bowler's head. It stood up to be punished and exactly got what it deserved. Finished the over with a boundary. It's 19 without loss. Bangladesh off to a good start here, going at 9.5 runs per over. Ronnie Talukdar, 10 of 4, he's played very well. A couple of boundaries. It's going to be Adil Rashid straight away after starting off with a bit of pace, taking the pace off, getting the wily old Adil Rashid. 94 wickets, so experienced, and he can fox any batter anywhere in the world. And this wicket will be conducive to his kind of bowling. Does hold up, it is going to give purchase.
Yeah, Talukdar, 8 years between his appearances in international cricket for him, and with it being the 3rd and final match in the series, it's not last chance saloon by any stretch. The selectors will want to give him an opportunity, but he'll just mentally feel that pressure of wanting to get a big score to his name. His highest so far, just 21.
Just had to wait. He's not quite sure if the ball's going to come on or turn away. The last moment, little cramp for space, just managing to play that ball away for a quick single.
Beautiful bowler to watch, isn't he, Adil Rashid? That's the one that comes out of the front of the hand and skids on. He's already picked up 9 wickets in the 5 internationals on this tour. It's really the control that he bowls with that makes him such a threat. Also, that googly, that wrong, and saw 2 or 3 dismissals on this tour. It turns so sharply, and it's cut a few of the right-handers in half.
I think Ronnie Talukdar was one of his victims in one of the earlier games. He rides that little touch of bounce. It's not very high, a little bit of grip on the wicket. But you're right, the variations of Adil Rashid, exemplary. In addition to his orthodox leg spin, he bowls those googlies, and the one we saw from the release in front of the fingers, more like a skiddy ball. A lot of movement, just catches the eye of Adil Rashid. He tries to spear it down the leg side, in the process bowls a wide.
And that is the googly, so that's out of the back of the hand and it's going to go on an angle in, but the line is wrong. Das moving all around the crease. Wide is given.
I think it's always a better option to keep still. You cannot expose your intentions. You cannot try to be a little cheeky, particularly when Adil Rashid is bowling. You can just change his release point and outsmart you. Better to pay respect to the ball. Just like that.
Bowls with a beautiful rhythm, Adil Rashid. The way in which the former captain, Eoin Morgan, managed him and instilled him with such confidence. Prior to Morgan's arrival as the white ball captain, he was a little bit in and out of the team. But even if he gets hit around the park, Morgan used to always bring him back, his prized asset, his wicket taker.
Oh, again, almost creeping through. Good ball to finish the over. 23 without loss. Bangladesh asked to bat first, have done well so far, going at 7.67. Spectators have come in numbers. We expect more as we progress into the day. Thankfully, the overcast conditions clear a little bit. There was Jofra Archer would have liked some overcast conditions, which would help us swing. 18 wickets so far. The tear-away bowler really bowls with a lot of pace. Got to be careful with the space, and he varies the balls, the speeds quite well too. Now, there you go, airy-fairy.
Yeah, the pace he generates from a run-up that isn't exactly the longest. That's the leg cutter, though. We've seen his pace be used to good effect in this series. Bounced out.